I ran a mobile snowball stand, and in this video I'm going to break down how it made thousands of dollars a month, also the kind of maintenance that it took, and the system that we ran to continue to get customers while also serving stuff that didn't cost that much money and that much time to build. If you'd like to eat free snowballs and make money at the same time, stick around to the end of this video. Starting off with the first piece, what kind of jobs were we servicing and how were we going about maintaining this snowball stand? So a lot of the snowball stands that you might know about, you're never going to hear about mobile ones, to be honest. Ones that are going to run through to parties, daycares, even show up like Kona Ice, show up to people's field days at like middle schools and high schools, stuff like that. But that's kind of the area that we were going towards. We didn't want to park it somewhere, and even sometimes it was parked somewhere, but the real money is whenever you're going to be servicing people at parties, because now you're getting shown in front of maybe even up to 100 people, especially if you're doing some sort of field day. Mommy, I want to have somebody come out and bring snowballs to my house, something like that. Then we charged up. If you need help keeping up with customers, sending estimates, invoices, or collecting payments from all of your customers for free, then check out QuoteIQ in the App Store and the Google Play Store, or you can try any paid tier right now for just $1 at myquoteiq.com, which is going to be the first link in the comment section and the description. Also, if you sign up for any tier for a year using my link, you're going to get a free coaching call with me. $100 minimum, people show up, boom, they're inside of it, and it's not even that hard to run. As far as what kind of stuff are you doing, you're handing out snowballs to people. Maybe if you have food involved, you're going to bring nachos, pickles. They even created something, I didn't create it, but they created something called a pickle snowball, and they used the pickle juice, put a pickle in there, and used ice. But the whole process is based upon not having to park it somewhere and sit there and not know if you're going to be able to make money, not know if you're going to serve anybody. That way, you're prepping up all the sugar water, putting the ice in there, running the entire thing on a generator, and you don't even know if you're going to actually make money. So we charge $100 minimum. We go out to different people's houses, do them for parties, daycares, one of the most lucrative pieces, and also super easy. The daycares, after you do them once or twice, they're super organized, so they know, hey, send out this group of kids, send out this group of kids, and they have a list of what kind of snowball flavors are going to come out. So boom, 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 you're just making them, cranking them out, handing them to the kids. Not to knock how some snowball stands do their thing. Obviously, some of these snowball stands are going to be way higher quality than we are, because they're set up in almost like a shack that's been built there for about 20 years, and they've been serving snowballs, and they can offer super high quality, because the way that these snowball stands make their money is they're known by other people. They have people come out and they've had their snowballs before, they're referring them to other people, and they're probably one of the main snowball stands in the area because they're not able to go to anybody and make money. So almost like their money's not guaranteed, but honestly, if you're one of the more well-known snowball stands in your area, super high quality, super friendly people, not super crazy prices, and a ton of options, maybe even a seating area, you're going to be at the top percentage of people, especially if you're in a good area. But in this case, the way we were running it was very mobile, very seldom where we parked somewhere and trying to sell snowballs like that. It's just way easier and way better for business to run it out and do parties, because someone's always going to be having a celebration or having this. That's why it's also great to do something like maybe even some sort of like inflatable business. People are always having celebrations. There's always kids around. Who doesn't love a snowball? An adult would eat a snowball, a kid would eat a snowball, a teenager would eat a snowball, an old man would eat a snowball. So whenever we get to the maintenance piece of it, a lot of the stuff that I had to do wasn't super difficult. It's all kind of like once you do it once, it's super easy, and then after that, you're like, okay, cool, I know exactly what to do. But for starters, every night you're gonna have to make sure that you plug your trailer up to your house, up to some sort of cable, up to some sort of generator, because you're gonna have to run, especially if you have ice inside of these freezers, you're gonna have to keep that ice cold, so you're gonna run the thing overnight. And also, in addition, you're going to have to go and pick up all of the ice. So whatever truck or vehicle you have that hauls the trailer, you're going to drive it to a place that provides you ice, syrups that go inside of the snowballs to make the mixture. You're going to need to buy sugar, lots and lots of sugar, because you're going to have to make sugar water to then mix the syrups into, shake them up, and then now you have a snowball mixture. But like I said, a ton of little pieces that are going to stack up. You're going to make sure that everything is kind of running smooth. You're cleaning. You're going to have a sugar water container that you're pouring a lot of sugar water into. So you have to make sure it's not leaking, there's no holes. Over time, you're going to make sure you switch them out, because if you don't, there's going to be sugar water all over the floor. It's going to be soaking wet, nasty. It's going to have a bunch of stickiness, and then don't even mention the sugar ants. That's going to be all in your way. But once again, super easy stuff. All you're doing is making sure that you know how to do it once and you can do it forever again. You're going to show up, the people are going to kind of know you. You're going to give them your snowball stand name, and then you're going to buy however many blocks of ice that you want. If you want to fill your entire thing, you just need to know how many you're going to need, and then the guy will hand you a cart. You put all your ice in there, you run outside, you put it inside of your freezer, and then you're done. Next is going to come up to another of the easiest pieces, how to make a snowball or the process of making snowballs. So you do have to buy cups from some of these places. You can also buy cooler, like little flavors, or if you have flavors that do really well, they got a massive back room full of them. I'm sure, you probably have a snowball dispensary area, whatever, in your area store that you can buy stuff from if you decide you want to start something like this. It was really fun. Probably one of the more favorable business that I ever started. The process to make snowballs, you're gonna have the cups, you're gonna have the ice maker. You want to make sure you take all the paper off. You're gonna put the ice inside of the ice machine that cranks it. Then you're gonna flip it on. It's gonna be ready to shave the ice down with the blade. Make sure there's nothing caught inside of that blade, and then you turn it on, you hold the thing down, you're pressing it down from the side into the cup, and you're getting shaved ice. Boom. And you can even get a topper. You can scrape the top off and put a topper on it. Most times we didn't do that, but sometimes if you wanted to get kind of fancy with it, you could do that. Also could provide some sort of condensed milk. No problem with that. It's all going to be a little bit of fun. Provide extra stuff for the customers to buy, as well as whenever you're doing like a bulk, like the parties or the mobile kind of style that we're talking about here, with you might even be servicing 100 customers, like 100 children that are coming in and want snowballs. Their parents gave them money or the place is paying for it. 200, 300, 400 kids, you're making some serious bank, but it's going to take a little bit of time. Also, you need to make sure you do not run out of supplies. Maybe even bring an ice chest with it. Maybe if you have 2 freezers, that would be optimal. Put ice, fill them both up, get them ready for an event like that. But once you're done putting the shaved ice inside of the cup, you're going to take the little pour, and now you have all of your stuff inside. You have your mixture with the syrup, you have your concoction to make your snowballs, and you're pouring it in. All of them have little nozzle pieces that after you shake them up, you have, you're gonna cap it. Then you take that off, put the nozzle piece on, sprays in there perfectly. Make sure you get an even coverage. I'm sure you could manage to make a snowball, right? That's not the hardest piece of it. And finally, we're gonna talk about, because every time you talk about making a business or starting a business, the initial investment is something that you cannot get past. You cannot skip over how much money it's gonna actually cost you to start something like this. So unfortunately, like I say in my mobile detailing videos or can cleaning videos, you do not need a truck to do that business. You can run that out of your car. Your equipment will fit and it will work. But something like this, unless you have a ball on the back of your car, you can install one to pull the trailer. It's probably going to be too much for like a little car. So you're probably going to need a truck. So that's something like, if you don't have that, you're gonna have to purchase like that. Also, you're going to need to, set the trailer up. You might not get one that's perfectly ready to become a snowball stand. You're going to have to get your own vibe. Theirs was the snowman. Painted it. They had like a little thing on the side. That's their logo. This is the snowman. Cool. Everything inside was all brand new, redone, new wood, new flooring, all that, because you want to make sure like what you're serving people food especially, is going to be clean. It's going to be something that you could operate out of at a high level. Even though you're not the most famous snowball stand that's ever existed, you're not serving thousands and thousands and thousands of people all at one time. You're not going to raves or concerts. You could, but you just want to make sure you have something very solid, which is going to cost you probably upwards of maybe $10,000, maybe even in excess of that if you want to get something very new and very fresh. But if you don't mind a DIY project, put a couple $1,000s in, get a trailer, and try to make it work. If you're looking to start your trash can cleaning business, you're in the right spot. Thanks so much for checking out my school community. Let me tell you about a couple of the things you're going to get when you do join. First and foremost, I'm going to give you guys my A to Z guide on how you can start a trash can cleaning business and do it yourself. Secondly, I'm going to teach you guys the exact pricing strategy that I've used to land each and every customer, get the best responses you can. You're also going to get my step-by-step guide on how I was able to land $10,000 of trash can cleaning and mobile detailing customers all for free. And then I'm going to give you guys the before and after pictures that I use so that you can use them to land these customers yourself. Also, we're going to be doing live Q&As so that I can answer any particular questions you guys do have. There's a forum that you can submit questions in that we have direct access to answer, and there's a ton of different guys in here trying to start the same service businesses that you are, trying to make a ton of different money just like you. It's also not only trash can cleaning. I do offer many other services: pressure washing, mobile detailing, lawn care, and I'm going to be giving you guys all kinds of game on how you can start your business, what equipment you need, how much you need to charge, and how you can make tons of money. So if you're serious about getting started and you want to join a community of like-minded people, hit the button down below and join today.